This is the Windhorse 26-inch electric bike, the F2 step-through commuter. Honest first take, it rides better than I expected for the price, but a few details made me double-check everything before trusting it for daily use. I went into this test curious and a little skeptical. A 350-watt motor that peaks at 750 watt, a 468-watt removable battery, 20-mile-per-hour top speed, Shimano 7-speed, front suspension, and a UL 2849 certified electrical system all sound solid on paper. From my experience, the core ride is legit. The motor has enough punch for city hills, the geometry keeps me upright and relaxed, and the battery range claims aren't inflated. In my opinion, the big story is value against the headaches. Some design oversights and documentation issues can chip away at the fun if you're not comfortable tinkering or relying on video guides for setup. The step-through high-carbon steel frame is sturdy and heavy. At about 60.6 pounds, it's not something I want to haul up a flight of stairs, but the weight disappears once I'm rolling. The low step makes it easy to swing a leg through with a backpack or work pants, and the cruiser-style bar keeps my posture neutral. The 26-inch Chow Yang tires feel planted, not sluggish, and the lockable front fork takes the edge off potholes and brick crosswalks. The battery tucks into the frame from the top, locks securely, and looks clean. No rattles on my rides. The color LCD is bright enough in daylight and actually looks a notch nicer than I expected at this price. I'll call out the kickstand. It holds the bike almost upright. On uneven pavement, the bike wants to tip. It's usable on flat ground, but it doesn't lean enough to feel secure on a sloped driveway or a crowned street. That's a simple part, yet it matters every single ride when you stop for coffee. Assembly took me about an hour with the included tools. Front wheel, fender, headlight, rear rack, pedals, and seat went on without drama, but the printed manual didn't help much. I used the brand's video plus my own bike wrench for quick adjustments. I also checked every connector under the controller cover. That's where I ran into a minor snag. My throttle didn't respond at first. Reseating a plug fixed it. Not ideal, but solvable if you're comfortable checking connectors. If you aren't, I'd budget a local shop tune and safety check. On the road, the 350-watt hub motor with a 750-watt peak makes sense. From a stop, it spins up smoothly without yanking the front end, and it holds an indicated 20 miles per hour on flat ground. My GPS showed speed a touch lower than the display. When the screen read 20 miles per hour, my GPS hovered around 18 to 19 miles per hour. That optimistic reading is common on value e-bikes. Pedal assist, PAS, has 3 levels. And there's also throttle only, cruise, walk assist, and pedal only. Quick explainer for newcomers. Pedal assist means the motor adds power when you pedal. Throttle is a thumb lever that moves you without pedaling. Walk assist moves the bike slowly, so you can push it up a ramp. Gearing is better than I expected. Even at max assist, I can still add real pedal pressure without ghost pedaling. That helps range and makes the ride feel like cycling, not just sitting on a scooter. The Shimano 7-speed shifts reliably, and the thumb shifter is beginner-friendly. Mechanical disc brakes are adequate. They stop you, especially with good cable tension and clean rotors, but they don't have the modulation of hydraulic setups. For a 60-plus pound bike rated to 330 pounds payload, I keep my eyes up and brake early in wet weather. Range lines up with the claims. I ran a full power test, about 12 miles at the highest TAS, cruising near top speed with rolling hills. I used roughly 2 out of 5 battery bars. That projects to around 30 miles if I kept pushing hard, and I can stretch to the mid-40s riding in PAS 1 to 2 and doing my share on the pedals. The 468 watt-hour pack charges in roughly 6 to 7 hours. It's removable, UL 2849 certified, and listed IPX5 for water resistance. That means it handles rain and splashes, not pressure washers or submersion. The display lists IP67, which is more robust for dust and brief water exposure. I still wipe the bike down after rainy rides and keep the charge port cap clean. Night rides are fine with the integrated headlight and brake light. The horn is loud enough for busy paths. Walk assist saved me during a parking garage ramp when I didn't want to ride between cars. Cruise mode works, but I used it less. PAS is smoother in traffic. Key features that stand out to me are the UL 2849 certified electrical system for safety, the removable 36V, 13 amp-hour battery with realistic range, the step-through frame that's easy to live with daily, and the 5 working modes that cover most city use cases. In my opinion, those are the pillars that make the F2 feel practical, not just a spec sheet deal. Comfort and accessibility are the stars. The step-through frame and upright cockpit make this easy to ride in normal clothes. The Fort does enough to take the sting out of rough streets, and the 26-inch tires give a stable, predictable feel. Power delivery is well-tuned for stoplights and short hills. I appreciate that the gearing lets me contribute at 20 miles per hour. It keeps the ride engaging and stretches range. From my experience, the range estimates are honest if you understand how assist works and keep your expectations grounded. The battery system feels secure, the top-loading design locks in cleanly, and the color display is a nice touch with clear readouts for speed, battery, trip, and PAS level. Now for the caveats I think buyers should know. The kickstand angle needs work. The bike is heavy to lift, and it's not the tool I'd pick for a walk-up apartment unless you have an elevator. The brakes are basic. They're fine with proper setup, but they're not hydraulic. Documentation is weak. I leaned on the video and basic bike know-how more than the manual. I also found conflicting specs from different listings about max load. Most say 330 pounds. Another sheet mentioned 264. I rode assuming 330 is the target, but I still advise leaving margin if you carry cargo regularly. On the support side, I didn't need a warranty claim, but I tested the listed support channels and didn't get a quick live response. Email came back later. I'd recommend this for someone comfortable with small adjustments or with a local shop they trust. It's perfect for commuters who want a simple step-through e-bike with real-world range and controlled power. Anyone returning to cycling who prefers an upright ride, and riders under time pressure who need reliable 18 to 20 miles per hour travel without sweat. It's also a good option for heavier riders or folks carrying loads, given the claimed payload and the way the motor handles rolling terrain. Though I'd keep braking distances conservative and maintain the cables often. In conclusion, the Windhorse 26 F2 delivers the essentials that matter day to day: a safe, certified electrical system, a battery that meets its promises, a motor that pulls on hills, and geometry that's easy to live with. The ride quality and usability are strong for the price. The rough edges are very real: an upright leaning kickstand, basic brakes, a heavy frame, and spotty documentation, but they're not deal breakers if you go in with eyes open. From my experience, the trade is worth it if you value comfort and straightforward commuting over premium components. I'd recommend this for budget-conscious riders who prioritize safety certification and reliable range, and who don't mind tightening a bolt or watching an assembly video to get things dialed. If there's anything I didn't cover or you want me to test a specific hill, cargo setup, or range route, drop it below. If you're comparing this against another step-through e-bike and want my take, I'm happy to share more specifics about gearing and real speeds. Key features are solid. It just comes down to your tolerance for a little DIY and realistic expectations on brakes and weight. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment with your questions or what you want to see next. Thank you for watching.